All right, let's do this, bitch.
You done fucking off?
I guess.
Really? Still got sleepies in your eyes?
I need that coffee to kick in. All the way in. Hey, everybody.
Hey, guys. Welcome back
to another episode of Best of Five featuring myself, G.
And myself, not G.
Bitch-ass Chris.
Sure.
Hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully it's been a good month. Hopefully you guys voted last week.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Or
I don't know.
2 weeks ago?
Whatever order this comes out.
We just hope you voted.
Yeah.
Because it's important.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm, just waiting for some caffeine to kick in. How about yourself?
Same.
Nice.
Same. So I'm going to drink a beer to hopefully make that happen.
That's fine. It's only 7:30 in the morning.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's not 7:30. It's like almost noon.
It's 7:30 somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Probably Hawaii.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, yeah, it's pretty clear to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Actually, I think it is 7:30 over there right now. There's a 4-hour difference.
I mean, I believe you. I've never had the privilege of going to Hawaii.
I don't even know.
I don't think people care, G.
I care.
People don't care. Well, while you're doing that, I guess we should just jump into it then.
3-hour difference. So it's 8:24 over there.
So you fucking lied to me.
I mean, I was double checking myself. So if I fact check myself, that's not lying. It's more.
You lied to me.
We believe in invalid truths. All right, moving on to the first subject.
We should go.
Cheers.
Round one.
This is from one of our special guests, which, if you haven't checked those out, check them out. They're pretty all right.
Yeah. Decent.
It's nice to have people that aren't us talk about shit that we talk about.
Which either I hope you enjoyed last week's episode or next week's episode, because I don't know which order these are coming out.
Yeah. All right. The first subject is Shia Leboeuf holes.
Like
That's literally all it says. I forgot who, I don't know. I think this looks like Lizzie's.
Paul? Oh, could be.
This looks
Could
like
be.
a.
Because I remember
woman's
we vaguely talked about the Mr. Leboeuf with that podcast as well.
It looks like, I don't know. We'll see.
But yeah.
The subject is Shia Leboeuf. What are your thoughts on him, sir?
I think he's fine, but I also think he's a crazy person.
I think he's a troubled man who knows how to act really well.
Yeah, because there was that he was on top of it for a minute, and then all of a sudden he wasn't real quick. And he's pretty much stayed out of the news for the last couple of years. There was that whole thing where he got arrested during the election for doing something.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I know a couple of years ago he got accused by his ex-girlfriend about being extremely violent
Yeah.
and hostile. But she was also we try to help it out. He recognized that he's doing wrong, this and that. I don't know, it's weird. I feel bad for him, honestly, because it's he was one of those child actors that you could tell just got exploited way too much, that he just became this fuck.
Yeah, yeah. I could definitely see that. And I remember Even Stevens was
He was awesome in Even Stevens.
yeah, that was one of my favorite shows. It was that, and then as soon as that Lizzie McGuire came on, I'm I'm done with TV today. That's almost exactly how it happened every time. And then I guess Holes came out, and I really liked the book because going back to our reading episode that we had where they made us read in school.
That was one of the books I didn't mind.
Yeah, I fake read that book because I read that book so much I knew exactly what it was.
What was that author's name?
I couldn't even tell you.
He wrote this. He wrote this book about a 20-story school building, something like that.
Sure, I have no idea.
It's
I don't read books.
I remember from elementary school. It has different levels, but every level's a weird teacher.
Interesting.
I don't know. There's a sequel to it too. It's super weird. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was good in Holes. I liked him a lot in Holes, and he'd kill the first Transformers movie.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened with Transformers, to be honest. The first one, I wouldn't say Transformers has been a good series, per se. Even, the first one wasn't really good, but it was cool.
I enjoyed it, yeah.
Yeah. And then, because, big robots punch each other. That's awesome. But then, then it got, progressively weirder and worse.
I wonder if that was
And then Shia Leboeuf just wasn't in it, and it was
Marky Mark.
Yeah, Marky Mark all of a sudden. It's just huh.
Yeah, I feel like he didn't really even want to do those movies. I think it was just the natural next step. But you can tell that he wants to be an actor. He wants to be known as one that takes serious roles. And I think when he took that one, it really fucked with him. because he's like, this isn't really acting for me. This is just kind of yelling.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yelling and running, right? I don't know. And then, yeah, so he did that. And then, yeah, he just went through a bunch of like random shit, which I think being like a child actor star, not that every single one of them is like that, but you live a pretty fucked up life. I mean, like name a child actor that's actually doing fine besides like maybe Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Selena Gomez, maybe, because she's actually dealing with like the issues. Like,
yeah, maybe, man. I don't know.
You know, but most of them are so fucked.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like child actors from like back in that time.
Oh,
like
yeah.
The early 2000s.
They're getting way better now, but.
Yeah. Not like the 2010 child actors.
Leonardo DiCaprio, he's a child actor.
I guess, technically. Neil Patrick Harris. He was in Doogie Howser.
He was Doogie Howser.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't alive when that show was on, I'm pretty sure, so.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, so it just sucks for him too. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, he did some really fucked up shit. He also does some really weird fucking movies. Like he was in this movie called Necrophiliac, where they actually like have sex in the movie.
Yeah, I remember that. It was like in like a 3-part movie or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, some weird shit.
Not Necrophiliac. What's the Nymphomaniac?
Yeah, Nympho. I was like, it's not that one, but
Necrophiliac is
the other thing with dead people.
Yeah.
And now we're kicked off YouTube. Congrats.
Yeah, so no, Nymphomaniac is what it was.
Nymphomaniac, yeah.
I tried watching that and I was like, this is so weird.
It's like
too weird.
3-hour movies or something stupid.
Yeah.
And then it's like very graphic. And
It's like their actual sex scenes kind of thing, and it's just like, all right.
Yeah, it's weird.
I don't think I want to see his chode, but there it is.
There it is. And then he played like some white. See, everyone got mad at him for the last movie I can remember because he was playing like some like Mexican gangster, but he wasn't Mexican in the movie. He was a white guy that just grew up in a Latino neighborhood.
Some blood in, blood out shit.
Yeah. And like his name was like Joker or something in the movie. Like it was, and everyone's like, he's just appropriating culture, but it's like, yo, these people actually exist. Like,
yeah, there's a bunch of white people who hang out with a bunch of Mexicans, and it's hilarious.
Yeah. But like, yeah,
Locos for life.
Yeah, he was like, I didn't even remember what that movie was because I didn't care to watch it. But
you know
he got all tatted up, wearing like the lokes and stuff.
Fuck yeah, I want to see that movie now.
It was pretty sick.
You know, he's actually really good is in Fury. I loved him in Fury.
Is that the tank movie?
Yeah. He plays like this well, he's an actual like gunner.
Who isn't there like a boy band person in that movie?
You're thinking of Harry Styles, and that's on Dunkirk.
No, I'm not thinking Dunkirk. I thought there was a boy band person in that movie too.
I don't think so.
I'll have to look up that cast.
And besides beautiful Brad, it was Brad Pitt, Michael Pena, Shane, not Shane. Fuck, the guy who plays Shane in Walking Dead, John Bethel.
Oh yeah, The Punisher.
Oh, he's so good. That movie's so good. I watched it the other day.
Yeah, and then Shia Leboeuf. And I thought there was like one other person who was like a pop star that turned actor.
I don't know. There's like the main guy who's like just got there into this tank unit, and he's just like not wanting to do it.
Yeah,
I don't know. But yeah, Leboeuf, he's a good actor. I just think he has a lot of issues that he needs to deal with, which I think it seems like he is very Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah. I really kind of want Macaulay Culkin to start doing stuff again, but I don't think he ever will.
He came up like a couple of years ago, just like out of nowhere, like out of the blue. His brother's killing it right now, but
yeah. I like the only movie I remember his brother in is Scott Pilgrim.
Oh yeah,
that's it.
He's in the TV show Succession, I think.
Oh, see, there you go, TV.
Yeah, but
I'm too good to watch TV.
I guess
I watch TV all the time.
No, you don't. You watch YouTube. That's not the same thing.
Well, I guess I watch series all the time.
Like what?
The series I'm currently watching is Doctor Who.
Who?
Yeah, that's literally the whole joke.
They should make a Doctor Who, and it should be Mike Jones. Mike Jones should be at least one Doctor Who for like a season.
That'd be hilariously
That'd be the greatest thing.
But no, that's literally the joke in the whole movie. They're like, "Oh, I'm with the doctor," and they're like, "Doctor?" And they're like, "Yes, the doctor." And they're like, "Doctor Who?" That's literally the entire joke.
Stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mike Jones should be on one season. Imagine someone from like Houston, like dealing with English people solving crimes, traveling through tide.
That'd be kind of funny.
I would love to see that.
That'd be kind of funny.
We're with the doctor. Who? Mike Jones.
Well, guess what, G?
That is time.
That is time.
We kind of got off the rails with the Leboeuf, but it's okay because Mike Jones is the shit. I wonder if you can still call him, if you guys remember that.
Nope.
You remember that?
Nope.
He had a rap song where he puts out his number and you can actually call him.
Nope.
Text him.
Nope.
Back in the day when, social media wasn't a thing.
Nope.
Anyways, moving on to the next subject.
Nope.
Okay, we're here then. Moving on.
Round 2.
Moving on to the next
What's
round.
the next subject?
This or that. Language edition. Trash versus rubbish.
I think that was just an example. I don't think it's necessarily like 7 minutes of just trash versus rubbish.
I have no idea, G. This is your topic.
I think, yeah, so it's, I guess like I could just like name things that we call differently in different countries.
Okay.
So like, yeah, trash or rubbish, like which one sounds cooler? Which one would you use more often?
Well, I mean,
You would use trash for sure.
yeah, well, trash is good when you're like trying to like just straight like insult a person, but like rubbish is when you're insulting a thing.
And
I think that's a good differentiator in my brain.
But I think if I mean, talking
Like
about
it's
that,
not like you're rubbish; it's like you're trash, and it's like this isn't trash. This is rubbish.
yeah, but I think if I call you rubbish, it's like a polite way of saying you're trash.
Yeah, but it doesn't have that same zing, you know.
Oh no, it doesn't. But that's also like tactical.
Yeah, like this topic is rubbish.
Like yeah, like our podcast is rubbish.
Yeah,
but if I say
you're
our
trash.
podcast is trash, that's pretty insulting.
But you're trash.
I'd rather say rubbish. Rubbish is a good word.
Yeah, it's because you're
It's so much more
fake
detailed.
intellectual. How's it more detailed?
It's fake detailed.
That doesn't even make sense. It's more detailed because there's more syllables.
Because rubbish
There's
just
more
sounds-
letters.
Rubbish is more vibrant than just trash. And I think it's probably the syllables.
It's more vibrant.
Yeah, like rubbish. And you picture rubbish, but you don't picture trash. You say trash. Trash is just kind of like trash. It's not rubbish. Okay, how about this or that? Dive or flop?
Like in context, I guess. I need more context than diver.
Sports.
So like taking a dive or flopping?
Yeah.
Well, flopping is like trying to draw a penalty on you. Taking a dive is losing on purpose.
No. The diving is another way of saying flopping.
Well, I mean, they're two very different terms in our USA curricular.
Diving is becoming a thing now in basketball. Like someone actually, there was a ref that was like, after because he actually reviewed the play, he's like, the ruling on field is overturned. The player just dove, or the player just took a dive.
Yeah. Well, like that's what I'm saying. Like if you take a dive in a boxing match, that means you lost on purpose.
Yeah, but we're talking this or that as in dive and flopping because I mean the same thing, but like which one?
But that's what I'm
would you
saying.
rather use?
Like I don't necessarily agree they mean the same thing.
Well, in sports, when it comes to flopping, you call it diving, and it's vice versa. So yes,
See, but in sports, you call it diving.
No,
that
no.
means you lose on purpose.
no. In boxing, you call it diving.
In every sport, if you take a dive, you lose on purpose.
Not necessarily anymore, man.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
So,
I
okay,
think
so he's
you
going-
misheard.
So he's going with flopping. I'm going to go with diving.
Well, that doesn't even make sense because they mean two different things here.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
They use diving for the same exact thing. And in England and the rest of the world, they say diving for flopping. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
But
this or
that's what I'm
that.
saying. They mean the same. They mean two very different things here.
No, they don't. They
Yes,
still
they
use
do.
diving in sports now. It's like a
I
new
think
thing.
you keep saying sports, and it's like they used it once in basketball, and they
And
use it in
soccer.
soccer all the time.
And in football.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he went for the dive. It's like, oh, they call passing interference as he dove.
I think
You
they're
also
literally
don't-
talking about the action of diving.
And that's like, It's flopping and diving. It's the same thing. So
What
yeah,
about
so
that?
I'm guessing you're using flopping because you don't think diving is a real term. So
No, I don't even use flopping. It was like, oh, look, he's being a little bitch.
That's also, but you know, this is a children's show, so we should probably not curse
Is it?
as much.
We click no, not for children. Wait,
Wu
you
Tang is
do?
not for the kids. Yeah, no, I make all the episodes that I uploaded.
Best of fives for the children.
Bitches. All right, let's see this or that.
Oh,
What are other similes into words or phrases or methods? Like a coney dog or a hot dog?
I don't even know the difference.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure that is just like a hot dog you buy on Coney Island. Like, like a Rockies dog is just a hot dog that you buy at Coors Field.
No, it's a real thing.
Sure.
It's actually made out of Rocky Mountain oysters. I can't even talk today. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain oysters.
Rocky Mountain
Did I ever
oysters.
tell you that I convinced my daughter that Rocky Mountain oysters are river oysters that come out of the Colorado River?
We do technically have oysters around here, don't we?
I don't think
I've
so.
seen clams like in a lake.
Yeah, I don't know. There might be barnacles.
Is there barnacles in the sea?
No idea.
Inland, I should say.
I don't know. We barely know agriculture. Why do you think we know like marine life?
Hey, we know more about agriculture than we did 2 years ago.
Yeah, so we know nothing about marine life.
All right. Wanker
Okay.
or what's the equivalent of wanker? Asshole?
I guess. I think wanker means more like
Dick, asshole, or wanker?
like
This-
shithead.
This or that.
Like you're a dumb shithead
fucking
or a
love
dumb
wanker.
asshole.
And it's funny because it's like I can't say it British because it's like I think that's like appropriating the English language.
I don't know if we can appropriate a language we speak.
Yeah, but it's like the phrasing is all different. So it's like I can't say wanka instead of like wanker.
You can.
It just feels so weird. It's like
it feels weird saying wanker.
Wanker. Yeah.
That's because I don't. You fucking wanker.
Yeah, you're like you're just a fucking wanker. I mean, we also don't use the word, so there's
yeah. Well, that's we also just don't.
But yeah, like if you say United over there, you have to say United. I forget that we don't pronounce our T's here.
Oh, you can't say United.
United. Yeah.
Like United.
Yeah, they're like United. And you're like, God damn, United.
United. Yeah.
That's all. It's stupid. Colorado, I guess, Colorado fucking
and like
slang.
We have like a super neutral accent, but like when you hear it, you hear it.
Yeah.
The
mountains.
United.
Eaten. Stupid. I fucking hate it. This or that. United or United. I can't even say it like naturally.
Yeah.
Mountains or mountains?
I mean, everybody knows them mountains over there.
Rocky Mountain High. It's not Mountain High.
Yeah. Rocky Mountain High.
I blame musicians.
I do too.
Yeah. All right. This or that. Greeley beer or Greeley Nights?
I mean, I haven't had Greeley Nights yet, so I'll say Greeley beer for now.
It's actually not that bad of a dark lager.
Yeah, Tommy, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm not a big dark lager guy myself, so I can't speak today. Lager, yeah, wanker.
This, I think we can.
No, I got one more.
No, we could decide that your topic was fucking stupid.
I got one more.
Chris wins again. What?
Soccer or football?
I call it football when I'm talking about not American soccer.
That's hard.
That's something that I actually do, and not even like ironically to make fun of G.
I got yelled at so many times in England when I would be like, "Oh, this is soccer." They're like, "Lad,
yeah,
it's football here." I was like, "Oh yeah, I know. Sorry, that's actually what we call it in Spanish too."
You know why we call it soccer?
Because we call
it's short for Associated Football. That's why we call it soccer.
No.
Fun fact.
We call it soccer because Americans are stupid when it comes to doing things differently.
Because it used to be called Associated Football. So we shortened it to soccer, and football just was kept at football.
They're like, we're not going to go by the metric system.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, no, I call it soccer when I'm talking about American soccer, but I call it football when I'm talking about not American soccer.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. Mm-hmm. Does everyone say goal?
I'm pretty sure it is goal, yeah.
I think MLS say score sometimes, like hockey.
Maybe. I don't know. That's something to look into.
Anyways,
moving on.
Let us know you're this and that's. It was a great subject.
It was a terrible subject.
Standing by it. Moving on.
Leave this a dislike if you agree with me.
Jesus Christ.
Round 3.
Next subject is...
What is the next subject? Ooh.
Day drinking.
Day drinking.
Which I'm technically doing.
Yeah, I'm just...
For another 15 minutes.
I'm caffeinating.
For another 15 minutes, it'll be afternoon drinking.
No, I'm pretty sure day drinking lasts, or is any time before like 5. Like, you know, when people get off of work, I think when like the normal 9 to 5 work hours, if you drink between that hour, that's technically counted as day drinking. Oh. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm day drinking today. And the World Cup is coming, so I'm going to be day drinking a lot.
Oh, man,
in the next month.
So, yeah, I haven't like pre-gamed like a tailgate, I guess, in a long time. So waking up like early just to watch sports is going to be weird for me.
It's going to be, I'm so
because what's the earliest game? 9?
The earliest game from Mexico is at 9. Actually, between Mexico and the U.S., like out of the 6 games they have, the earliest is 9.
Yeah.
But they have some games going at 3 in the morning.
Ugh.
I might wake up and drink for that.
Wake up at 3 to drink or stay up drinking?
I think I might stay up and then start drinking at 3.
Okay.
If it's a good enough game.
Yeah. You know what, like, we haven't done in a while and I'm kind of cool with not doing?
Day
it's
drinking?
like, no, we day drink all the time.
No,
but I'm saying like mimosas.
Like heavy day drink.
Oh, yeah. But like mimosas.
Yeah. I've realized that orange juice gives me like the worst heartburn.
Yeah.
So does beer, but...
Orange juice like is extra though. So like, yeah, I haven't had like, so I think mimosas is like the classy day drinking that like, you know, it's okay from society, but if you're cracking like a lager at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, people look at you.
I would say that I think now that I'm like older and like I have a place that I can call home, I don't like being out too long now.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's like if we go to like the tavern or something, do like bottomless, I'm just kind of like, this is fun and I'm drunk and I just want to go home and like watch something instead of like keep on drinking.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten drunk on mimosas because but because that orange juice thing, like I get like indigestion and heartburn and I have to like stop drinking and have to drink a bunch of water just to calm it down.
Yeah.
And like, so if you're a place that does mimosas, offer at least like an apple juice mimosa, please.
Yeah, so
thank you.
That's why I fuck with the tavern sometimes because they do like all different kinds of variants, and they actually add a shot to like most of their drinks.
Some of them do. Yeah.
So I'll do the peach fuzz and just get fucking shit faced.
Yeah, I like the apple one. That's the only one I drink because that's the only one I can.
But I will say, like, I think my levels of drinking have decreased a lot, which I'm so happy about.
See, I don't know if that necessarily is true. I just think like we spread it out more instead of it being like.
But even like at shows, like I'm always like cutting myself off and being like, no, I'm good here. You know, like I'm fine and it's good. And like yesterday, I literally just drank one beer.
Yeah.
I mean, I had like 4 or 5 shots because that's part of the show.
Well, here you go.
But like just one beer and I was like, all right, I'm good. I don't know.
There's a fluff in the air.
But it's also been a minute where I've just like rage drink.
Yeah. Oh man, I haven't
had a rager in a minute.
The Rockies game we went to was the last time I got like.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Yeah, you bought Brendan Rodgers his own jersey.
Yep, that was an expensive one.
And I bought this hat
that he doesn't remember until right now.
Yeah, that I forgot that I had until right now.
What's the earliest you've started drinking?
Oh man, I've definitely drank at like probably 8 because I went to Kegs and Eggs when I was like 22.
I've gone to the Bulldog in Denver. Mm-hmm. Got there at 6.
That's a soccer bar.
No, I got there at 6:30 and waited until 7 to start drinking.
Yeah, is that like city ordinance? You have to at 7 o'clock. You can drink?
Liquor laws, I think, at 7 o'clock.
So I think is it 6 o'clock in Greeley?
No, I think it's all 7 statewide.
Double check that because I thought he's like no liquor sales from.
Bro, it's Greeley
From 2 to 6.
You really think Greeley's going to be more lenient than Denver?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Not at all.
100%.
Absolutely not. Especially with alcohol and weed for some random reason.
Yeah, that's a weird thing, but
yeah, no. That night, I think we were playing Liverpool.
No, I think I actually drank earlier than that. Now I'm thinking about it. So we used to do this thing back in the day when I was like,
does it count if you just didn't fall asleep?
24. Yeah, right. Yeah, so like 5:30 in the morning. If you're still drinking.
You're still drinking.
Yeah, we've definitely done that a couple times.
Oh God, way too many times.
But like everybody used to just party super hard at this restaurant that I used to work at. So like in the morning, everyone would roll in hungover and just start like doing what we call CL slammers. So we just drink like a Coors Light or something in the morning. I like held out for an entire like month and a half, and they're like, "Yeah, you'll do it eventually. You'll do it eventually." And then I rolled in one time, just kind of hungover, and they're like, "Yeah, you want one?" I'm like, "It's 7:30. Yeah, let's do it."
Oh man.
Yeah.
I used to drink quite a bit. I still drink quite a bit, but not as much as I used to, man. Jesus Christ. But yeah. Good old morning.
I would say I drink more consecutive days now, but I drink less total.
Yeah, I feel like I drink less consecutive days, and even I think I've gone down quite a bit on my drinking.
Yeah,
Like,
well, I'm just saying like
having a beer
sheer
right now is-
volume wise.
Yeah, I think I've had a decrease in mine.
But
'Cause
I still
remember-
drink more days out of the week now than I used to.
Yeah, I think I got so exhausted. I'm just waiting.
But it's only like a beer or two.
Yeah, I think I probably say there's probably now that I think about it, it's like probably 3 days out of the 7 that I don't drink.
Yeah.
I'll say 4.
Yeah, I was like,
4
I
days.
don't know if that's good or bad, but it
I'll
is.
say 4 days.
It is.
Because I'm having a beer right now.
Yeah.
Before noon.
And I'll probably have a beer after this.
Yeah, fucking suck it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, day drinking used to be fun. We should definitely try it again, like on a Sunday,
Yeah.
and just do it here. We should just live stream ourselves just getting shit faced on a Sunday
Maybe.
and have like 3 different camera angles around here, just day drinking. Invite Kirk.
Yeah.
We should day drink with Kirk and Sally.
Okay. I've technically day drank with Kirk before.
I'm talking, yeah, well, his saying, can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
That's very true.
Cheers to that. But also, yes, Kirk and Sally, let's have a drinking marathon where we start at like 9 and then stop
I don't know if I want to
until-
wake up that early though.
It's committing.
Let's start at 10.
Hey, yeah. No, we're starting at 9. Fuck
Bruh.
it. We need at least
Every
3
time-
solid hours of
si-
drinking in the morning.
We're still like, hey, you want to record at 10? I'm like, yeah, sure.
We got here at 10.
But it's still like, we got here at like 10:15.
No, it was like 10:07.
Yeah, it was closer to like 10:15.
And then we got everything set up and we're like, you want to go eat? So yeah, it comes
Well,
up at 10. Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
It's okay, but that was time. Let us know your thoughts on day drinking. If you haven't done it in a minute, just get out there and do it. It's like
Yeah.
voting.
Do it.
Do your civic duty and go day drink.
Yeah. Moving on.
Moving on.
Round 4.
All right, Chrissy Poo.
All right, G.
The fuck is the next subject?
It says Lizzo and Beyonce thing.
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Okay, so this one, I think if I remember correctly, it was about the whole controversy.
Little dated now, but you know that's how the hat works sometimes.
Yeah, you got to fucking do it.
The hat has spoken.
The controversy. I was looking with the. This is the way.
And I have spoken.
And I have spoken. The whole thing is that Lizzo released a song this year where she says something about spazzing out, and in England, apparently, that's actually really like offensive, like meaning to people who are
Tourette's.
to Tourette's or just any type of like mental, like physical, like disability, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so Lizzo did the right thing, and she just like.
Well, I guess this is with a conversation.
Okay, I guess not the right thing, but what Liz ended up doing was she ended up changing the words. She's like, "I'm so sorry, I didn't know what this was like. This what this is about." Like she went above and beyond what most people have done, which I applaud her for. But then people were still giving her shit that's like, "How do you not know?" and this and that. And then Beyonce had the same exact thing happen like a month later when she released her shit. She said "spaz" in another one of her songs, and like she switched it out again. And then everyone like got mad in England because they used the word in the first place.
Yeah.
So this is where we're kind of like, all right, first of all. Fuck your bitch and the click you claim. West Side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Was that? I was waiting for you to follow that up.
No, I was just quoting, Tupac. So
Yeah. Okay. I guess the issue that like it's not really an issue that she changed it. It's her song. She can do what she wants. But I guess my issue is more so that it's a different culture. So how are you supposed to know a different culture's slurs? I guess
it was an honest mistake.
And like how mad they got about it.
It was an honest mistake, but I don't even know if you can call it a mistake, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because it's the same way. This is the way I see it. It's the same way how in America the word cunt it's so
Bad.
not okay.
Yeah. But like
in England,
Australia.
In Australia and England, they use cunt like it's like twat, right? Or whatever it might be. Like
they're putting on their seatbelts like, oh, you fucking cunt.
Yes. And so we don't get mad about that. We don't cancel a bunch of people who use the word cunt because we just understand that
somebody probably tried.
it's like two separate things. And I think that's like the biggest problem that we have. Not the biggest problem. One of the problems that we have with social media is that we're so connected that we just assume everyone thinks the same way we do and uses the same words that we do, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the whole like puto thing with like Mexico. In Mexico, like it means male gigolo. And I can understand why it comes off as a homophobic slur. But in Mexico, we don't really use it. It's kind of like as an object, like that puto object, or like puta madre, like things like that. And everywhere else in the world, they take it in a different way. Yeah. I honestly don't mind like getting rid of that word in general because it's just like, all right, like I get it, like I understand where this is coming from. But it's also to say that that this word means something completely different in another country, and that country is like offended by it. That like there's like a really fine line between that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like that whole thing with like the F slur here in like the States, or like in Europe and most other parts of the country.
Are you talking about faggot?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it's just like
that means like a
like a fag is a cigarette.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, we don't get mad at people for saying that when they're talking about a cigarette. So
I mean, like obviously using that word for any type of context outside of what you or your culture like makes it. Absolutely, I get that. Like even saying it right now, like it was super cringe. Like it was really weird. But at the same time, like in England, they use a whole different amount of words that we find offensive, but it's not for them. And it's like it's language, it's culture. A lot of it has to do with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I curse way too much, but I'm not like doing it to offend people.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes. And like I think it's very contextual on how like people use certain words, but using a word in general, I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. It's just if you use it to purposely like demean or belittle somebody, then like, yeah.
And I don't think that's ultimately the issue with this situation either. I think that the issue is that people attack Lizzo even though she still did the right thing.
Yeah.
Like in the context of like their thought process, right?
Yeah. So she like changed the word or changed the lyrics to the song, and they were still mad.
And immediately apologized and said, you know what? Like I didn't know that was like a slur in UK. My family fans there. I'm really sorry. And that's exactly what you're wanting to do when you call someone out about their bullshit.
Yeah.
Or whatever you think their bullshit is. But if you literally keep on attacking them, then you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest problem with like a lot of how we confront people nowadays is that if we see someone make a change, we still scrutinize them for
making that mistake in general. Like it's that whole thing too with like when someone becomes famous or does something, then they dig up like Twitter stuff from like 15 years ago. They're like, see, like James Gunn, like, oh, he made a dead baby joke, cancel him. And I was like, yeah, in like 2000, bro.
Dude, baby jokes were a thing.
Yeah.
Like as much as, like it's probably like, oh, now.
Yeah.
They've been a thing. Like,
yeah.
I'm not saying it's okay, but I'm definitely saying.
Like there was a popular trend at the time.
Yeah, baby jokes were hard to listen to, but some of them were kind of funny.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, yeah. But like, that's the whole thing. It's like, why are you mad in retrospect instead of being mad at the time?
I think it's the idea that it's the toxic, like, it's a very toxic way of seeing empowerment.
Okay.
To be like, you're a piece of shit for saying that. And it's like, well, I didn't know this was a bad thing. And there's such a thing as like not knowing everything in this world, people. Like there really is. So it's like, if spaz is a bad word in the UK, but it's not here, and people who are in that situation don't find it offensive, should we still keep on using it?
Yeah. Like, I kind of want to like look into like the origin of spaz in the States, because I feel like it means something of the same thing, but we don't take it as a slur.
It's more of like a positive thing in the United States, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we're going to spaz out, like we're going to get wild, right?
Yeah.
Which I understand, again, I get
like,
it.
It's like, it was like an 80s term that like got popular in like, you know, like the Breakfast Club type movies where like all the popular kids talk shit to the nerdy kids. And like,
such a spaz.
Yeah. Like shit like that. And it's like, the fuck does that even mean? You know? Like we just knew it meant like, you know, when you're talking to like some nerdy kid, that's what that was supposed to be. Or like you're being like outside normal, like just be normal. Don't be weird kind of thing.
Yeah. Do you think that there's I forgot my train of thought. It was a really good question too. Fuck. I hate when that happens.
It never happens to me. I never forget.
Never forget 9/11. But Pearl Harbor.
Way to put yourself in the corner there.
Oh, fuck yeah. I always put myself in the corner. It's great.
Well, lucky for you.
I forgot what it was, but I'll think of it. But yeah, I think this is what I was going to ask. Do you think that we put too much power into words sometimes?
100%. We put too much power, not only into words, but like people governing those words. So if one person out of a million people is mad, that one person has more power than the million people.
Okay, yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah. That's why I don't have Twitter and I'm off Twitter, because there's a lot of vocal minority that has more power than what most people actually think.
Yeah, I hate when Twitter does suggestions for me. I was like, I don't care. I'm here to listen specifically to the people that I'm here for.
And like most of the time, Reddit's on point, but sometimes it's not.
Oh, dude, Reddit's getting so bad.
Yeah.
It's getting so bad.
Yeah, it's getting kind of shitty, but that's all right.
Because I'm like, there's like been so many videos where I'm just like, I am on the other side of what everyone's saying on this one.
Yeah, I might have to quit Reddit again here pretty soon.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, let us know what you guys think of Lizzo and Beyonce, and if they're wrong.
And it's super old news.
Yeah, but it's still relevant because I think it still happens quite a bit where something happens with a celebrity as if they're not fucking human. Like, and that's the things you have to realize, that everyone here is a human. We all make mistakes.
I don't know about Mark Zuckerberg, bro.
Yeah, or Elon for that matter.
So I would say everyone's human.
They fucking up the companies hard to this fucking god damn.
Moving on. Don't cancel us, Google.
Yeah, make sure you paid $8 for your verified Twitter thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
Final round.
All right. Final subject, which I'm super excited to talk about. It is children in breweries.
Oh, God.
Children in breweries.
All right. So can I start real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. As a parent, I bring my daughter to breweries all the time. But number one,
she's also a teenager.
She can drive.
Yeah. He needs a DD.
So there you go. But no, I have been bringing my daughter to breweries since she was probably like 13 or 14 is when we kind of started hanging out, like when we were doing day drinking. like, and she was hanging out with us, we'd go chill at breweries, play some board games, drink some beer, get some food truck, you know.
Yeah.
But children at breweries, I think, refers to anybody under 10.
Yeah.
Like the teenagers and like preteens, they're fine. All they're doing is chilling on their phone the entire time anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep on going.
No, I was just wondering like where we're drawing the line of children.
I don't think you should draw the line in general.
Yeah.
But what I do think is that there has to, I mean, I don't know why this isn't common sense at this point. If you're going to a brewery with your child, fucking take care of your fucking child. It's not an excuse for you to like let them run around and like ruin other people's days.
Yeah.
Like for real, like just fucking.
You should tell them the story about that show you played.
Which one? There's like 5.
That's the point.
Fucking shit, man. The most okay. So the most recent one, the most recent one that I had was a brewery. I'm not gonna name where because it's fine.
Fucking blast them, bro.
Somewhere in northern Colorado. But I get there and I'm like walking up these stairs to put like my shit in, to open the door and put like my stuff into like the brewery so I can start setting up. And there's like 8 kids just like blocking the stairs, and I'm just like, excuse me, guys. And they wouldn't move, so I just started going, and then they started yelling at me, and I'm like, yo, who the fuck you think you are? And like the parents are outside, they're not saying anything. Like, I'm like, yo, this is insane.
Yeah.
So then I start setting up, and like it gets to the point where I'm setting up, and the kids are running through my shit, like grabbing my stuff, and I'm just like, yo, don't touch that. And it's like I feel like sometimes I can't be the dick because I'm the artist, but I'm getting to the point where I'm saying, fuck it. It was so bad that everyone that was there to see me was annoyed as much as I was.
Yeah.
And that's happened multiple times, and I'm just like, yo, this isn't a fucking playground. This is a brewery where, for one, you have to be 21 to drink any other product.
Yeah.
And 2, like, again, people
G just touched my pinky finger.
and people just like go to breweries to get away from shit, maybe even from their fucking kids. And you're the one that's bringing your kids in here and like making them run amok. I don't mind if they're there, but for fuck's sake.
So there's a lot of people, mostly people without. I just realized how that's spelled too.
What?
It says like children.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a lot of people who
There's no L.
who don't have kids that have a very strong opinion about this, that are like, no, fuck it, kids shouldn't be allowed at all. Which I agree to a point, because a brewery isn't a bar, and I want to make that a very, very distinct difference.
Yeah,
Like-
you go to a brewery for the most part to just have a couple of beers and socialize.
Yeah, you go. So this is where people are getting breweries fucked up for me. You don't go to a brewery to get drunk. You go to a brewery
Unless
to.
you're us.
Yeah, well, we don't really even go to get drunk. We just go to 7 breweries, and that's just
drunk.
how we get
We
drunk.
happen to get drunk. Yeah.
But you go for the art of craft beer. That's why you go to a brewery. Because if you wanted to get drunk, you go to a bar and do like $3 well shots and take like 5 of those. Boom, you're fucking done.
Oh, that just made my stomach turn.
So you go to a brewery to like hang out, socialize, enjoy the craft of beer. So that's definitely a family occasion. Like you can go out a nice Sunday. It's very nice. You know, you go out, play some cornhole, just sit in the sun. But if you do that and you're 4 flights deep and you have 3 kids that are under 8 years old just fucking off and like literally running around unsupervised, then that's where I have to draw the line.
Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I need to start yelling at people. And just
Yeah,
be like,
I
hey,
yell at other people's kids all the time.
and be like, hey, do you guys mind grabbing your kids? Like, I'm trying to play a show here at a brewery. Can you please just like take care of your kids? And I'm not one to like always like be rude, but Jesus fucking Christ, man. It's been so bad this year. Like I said, I'm sure I talked about the show. I had one show where I played like outside, and these kids like ruined a rose bush just to put pedals at my feet.
Oh yeah, I think we talked about that when we were talking about other people's kids.
Yeah. And it's just like, oh my God. Like, it's like, I'd rather have dogs around me at a brewery than fucking kids.
I rather see, and that's the thing. Like, this sounds really fucked up, but I put dogs and children in the same category. I don't like dogs at breweries because, one, people are really bad dog owners.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, the majority of people don't know how to handle their dog.
That's fair.
Which, like, this sounds kind of fucked up, but like, there's like very small framed like people, like men and women, mostly women because they're just smaller in general, that have very large dogs that they can't handle.
Yeah, that's fair.
And it's like, yo, it's fine that you have a big dog. I'm not saying that, but fucking learn how to control your dog.
I'm just saying, on a personal level,
Yeah.
I'd rather have a dog run towards me than a kid.
I think they're
If it's
both
like a
equally shitty.
If it's like a Great Dane coming to them, like, oh, who's a good girl? Where's your owner at?
Yeah.
If it was a kid, I'd be like,
But see, kids
away from
don't
me.
run around like loudly start yelling at other kids and trying to bite other kids.
No, that's a thing.
But I'm just saying, like, majority of people who bring the dogs end up fighting like 15 minutes into it.
That's why I socialize the shit out of my dogs.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I don't know. I think like, yeah, you socialize your dogs very well. I think my dog is fairly well socialized.
But he'd be so fucked at a brewery.
But yeah, I don't bring him to a brewery on purpose because he's hyperactive and he's overstimulated by too many people.
Yeah.
Like, he would absolutely love it. It's just the people around. He's a big dog. He's like 80 pounds or something.
I still want to open up a bar that's just for dog, like a dog bar.
Yeah. Like, see, and that would be cool if it's like the purpose is.
It's called Bark Bar.
I think that already exists.
Really?
Yeah, in Denver.
Oh, Bar Bark.
I might get sued for that.
Woof,
But anyway, I digress. Children are very much the same. Like, if you're a good dog owner, you have your dog under control. Same thing with the parent.
Okay, so adding on to that, I recently watched this video about like a live streamer. Like I for one, I don't understand how people can just watch one guy's just live his day while they're not.
Yeah, like IRL vlogs or whatever.
Yeah. So they're just like live streaming their life or whatever. Which again, whatever, to each their own. But he shows up at a painting class, like a wine and canvas class, and he's like live streaming and talking to the people while he's wine and painting. And this guy loses his shit. He's like, "Listen, I'm not here to listen to you. I'm here to do wine and canvas." And then the guy got mad for that aspect of it. I guess what I'm trying to say is that when it comes to public spaces like breweries, it's a public space, and you have to be considerate towards everyone else. It's not your fucking space. I don't give a shit if you have a mug in the mug club. It's not.
That should be another topic.
It's not your personal space.
That is time.
With that being said, you wouldn't have your kids running around like, you know, at a stadium or at a Walmart. Well, maybe at a Walmart. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it before.
But, you know, it's like if you're somewhere public, you're going to be taking care of your kids. So if you go to a brewery and you're taking your kids, remember, it's a public place. Everyone there's for a different reason, and everyone there should be considerate.
Yeah. Dude, I kind of want to like print out posters, like completely fake posters, just start hanging them up at random breweries. Be like, attention, there has been a recent string of kidnappings of kids under 10 years old. Be aware.
Be aware.
And that's it. Anyway.
See something, say something.
Yeah, for real. Then all of a sudden, just people are just like, he's right here.
This guy's the one that hung it up. Anyways, thank you guys again for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm not sure if it's the one before this or the one after this, but we're going to have our good friend Clark Kent Ellis.
Yes. Clarkwick Orange.
Stupid. Be on for next episode. Make sure you guys tune in. We're getting closer to our Thanksgiving episode, which I'm not sure. I think we're just going to do a regular episode for that. I think this might be this episode or Clark's episode, actually.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
It'd be one after.
No, it's either this one or the next one.
I think it's 95.
Let's see. But anyways, we're definitely going to do something for our 100th.
Yes.
So make sure you guys tune in. Yeah. So I think, you guys actually might get the Clark episode for the, for that one. So we might just make it festive as fuck. Anyways, thank you guys again for tuning in. Make sure you tune in to DVD Extras on Friday, and we'll see you guys then.
Bye.
Bitches.
Wow.
Yeah.